Welcome back to this episode of Cope's Corner. I'm your host, as always, Mike Copenaber, aka Real Mike. You can find me on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, all the likes of KOPESKORNER. Stoked to be here to talk about some UFC of past last weekend that we absolutely dominated, decimated, and annihilated. That's why we got the green light in the back showing the profits from last week. My man, Mr. B, the former Periscope legend, will be the co-host for tonight. First and foremost, like as all shows, we'd like to thank the sponsors of the show. First sponsor I'd like to thank is a luxury line of hats that my boy Brian McDonald, one of the co-founders, MELIN, came up with a luxury line of hats unlike anything you've ever seen. Intricate patterns, really cool details, materials that you've never seen, really cool hydro waterproof collections that I really like a lot because you go to the river, the beach, and just beat the hell out of them with your kids in the pool. And it just comes back to brand new pretty much always. They have high lumberjack ones with warm earmuffs. A lot of cool stuff, man. So make sure you go give Melon Brand some love. Secondly, I'd like to thank is FokaiStuff.com. It's FOKAI stuff.com. It's a Guamilian gear. My boy Rome came up with his Islander vibe wear. They got fanny pack shirts, ladies shirts as well. We got hoodies that just dropped, the pullover hoodies. They're sweet. They got the jerseys. They have baby blankets. They have these circle beach towels that are really cool for the beach. If you guys go there often, they really separate yourself. So go show them some support. It helps all the islanders over there from Guam. And then thirdly, I'd like to thank is Stony Tark's top tips on growing cannabis. I'm on the cover of it. I don't know why it's loading up weird, but Stony Tark's top tips on growing cannabis. I'm on the cover. The picture they're featured is of Lemon Cream Kush from my sponsor in the Netherlands, Spliff Seeds. If you go to Lemon Cream Kush on Spliff Seeds on Google, it'll pop up a picture of that same one, and it's my plant. So I'd like to thank them a lot. And then last but not least, I'd like to thank is my boy Brandon Sua. Wow, that just totally glitched myself out. Sorry, guys. That totally glitched. My bad. When it's a live show, sometimes that stuff happens. But let me pull up what I was doing because really bad. But either way, last but not least, I'd like to thank is SUA Law Group. It's SUA Law Group. It's here in Simi Valley, California, and also in Ventura County, California. My boy Brandon Sua, one of the best law practitioners there is. He does family law, criminal law, and personal injury. And I can tell you, first and foremost, when it comes to the criminal stuff, does not play around. If you got the crooked DA or if you have some crooked cops or some kind of drama going on, it will help you to the fullest. And if you also have a personal injury, like I did myself for my Harley accident, his team is one of the best to get yourself that dough. My man, Mr. B, the MMA guy in the house. How's my dude?
I'm chilling, man. What's happening?
Nice to see you, dude. Not much, dude. You just missed me. You missed me glitch myself straight out of the fucking stream. And there's no Mr. B. There's no Mr. B there, bro. Like he's gone. Like if he's not there and you're gone, there's nobody, right? So I was like, I don't even know if it's gonna save me or not, but thank God it did. How are you?
I'm good though. I'm good.
Nice, dude.
I'm good, man.
How's the weather over there in the Bronx?
Oh my God, we've gotten rain. A lot of rain. It's gotten cold. Today was really humid though. But
okay, gross. I hate those humid days because it's hard to breathe.
For real, man. Yeah, and then you bundle up, you go out there, all of a sudden now you sweating like.
Yeah, so.
Crazy.
Yeah, but with that said, this week, so we're gonna be talking about UFC 280 or UFC Fight Night, Cannonier versus Sean Strickland. UFC 282 Blockowitz versus Ankalev was last week, and we did really well for the show. Me and Mr. B, what did we miss? Maybe one or two fights out of the 12 B.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, something crazy. So, but I'm not gonna go. I don't want to elaborate too far on the old card because
we could go on like this.
Yeah, but
we can talk about the majority of the card being like crazy, and then whatever fights you want to talk on.
Cameron Simon, TKO knees, the uppercut in round 3. That was dope. Me and Mr. B were high on him.
Yeah.
And then TJ Brown, I beat Eric Silva, arm triangle choke round 3. That was probably one of the ones I was the most wrong all week. Was I didn't like for sure say Eric Silva was going to win. I liked him, but he got dominated by TJ Brown in the sense of the veteran versus the new guy. B.
Yeah. He used a lot of wrestling. He got that grappling on TJ.
And then the next
path, yeah.
There was just tons of finishes on this card. It was awesome to watch.
Yeah.
The next fight was our dude Billy Quarantillo took on Alexander Hernandez. Billy Q won by KO TKO punches round 2. Pretty much exactly what I thought it was going to be back and forth banger. Catch that bet for the show for Cope's Corner for 1 unit. How about that fight?
Yeah. Good fight. Billy Q did what we expected. That man, he put the pressure, and Hernandez caved, man. That was it.
Yeah. So, yeah, dope read there on our part. We both were all over Billy Q. We liked him a lot. And I also had a lot of hate for Alexander Hernandez just in my heart, or for some reason. I'm glad that I try to separate myself sometimes from those feelings, but I naturally just had a lot of hate for him. I don't know why, but next fight of the night was the plus 140 underdog Chris, the action man, Curtis Cassius for Cope's Corner. He took on Joaquin Buckley in an absolute banger for 2 rounds. Joaquin Buckley was throwing everything in his mother with those haymakers, but Chris Curtis's defense was absolutely amazing.
Yep. And he just found his punches, man. He wasn't throwing a lot, but he landed with what he needed. Knocked out that dude, Buckley, man. Beautiful.
Yeah. So cash that for the Cope's Corner plus 1.4 units. Another win there. Right off the bat, we won 2 in a row. I was super stoked, obviously, in that sense, because anytime you get off on a roll, that means you're rolling with ammo that isn't yours, or you're pretty rolling with house money at that point. And it's obviously feels a lot better than being down 2 fights, as we have felt before. So don't want that to happen. So the next fight of the night was Edmund Shabazian took on Dolce Lugambula. And this fight here, was pretty much exactly what I thought, man. Remember, I just didn't think that Dolce Lugambula would be able to handle the young buck that Edmund Shabazian was, and the crisp boxing. Also, all around MMA game. And Dolce's gas tank isn't there, B, you know?
Yeah, man. He did a lot of chasing against Edmund for a bit. The gas tank wore out. There's a couple low blows being thrown. And Edmund pretty much just put the pace on him. Got that win.
Yeah, so shout out to Edmund Shabazian and whoever backed him there. I mean, he was pretty much -305 favorite, so no, it's really money to be made, but it was easy money for the people who did throw down on it, because we both felt like he was going to be too much, even especially with the layoff that actually meant that he was practicing too. The next fight of the night was the Chris Dawkins takes an L here, man, and we had Jairzinho Rosenstruck here picked as well. Also bet here, and I had Jairzinho Rosenstruck. We had Jairzinho Rosenstruck picked. We picked the bet was under 1.5, and we cashed 1 unit there. So another 1 unit for the show. We did like Rosenstruck, but I didn't want to pay just his money line if we could get both guys for under 1.5, and that's what happened, man.
Yeah.
But poor Chris Dawkins and the Dawkins brothers are not doing good, B.
Nope. In this fight, further.
B, go over this fight real fast. My baby's crying, and I don't know why. Hold on a second.
Okay, sure. I'll go ahead. This fight was pretty much as one-way traffic could be. Dawkins came out there. He was willing to slug. We thought he was going to try to wrestle. And Jairzinho Rosenstruck went out there and played it real calm. Hit him with a couple punches. Worked all right. He used his jab quite a bit. And eventually he kind of scared off Dawkins a little bit. Then he caught him with the jab. And right from there, man, it was just, I'm going to bulldoze right through this guy. And he just went ham. Just threw strikes. Dawkins was trying to move away. He kept getting lit up. He tried to run and turn around and come back. And that dude got rocked and just twirled to the ground in the fetal position. It was just twirl,
man. But yeah, thank you for doing that.
Bad.
My little boy woke up from a nap crying, and I guess my lady wasn't off fast enough from work. So sorry about that. But with that said, another bet cash for Cope's Corner, Mr. B. We friggin' absolutely dominated this card, B. One of those nights again that you just absolutely love it, you know?
Yeah, man.
So next fight of the night was no different. We didn't bet it, but we picked it. We had a Rosas Jr. picked over Jay Perrin, and man, Rosas Jr. by submission round one. The young kid, dude, is looking absolutely amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Jay Perrin talked a lot, man, to try to sell this fight. Jay Perrin he just got served up to the wolves, man. Rosas looked as great could be for an 18-year-old, man.
Yeah.
Went out there, slammed this guy twice, got back control. Perrin was trying to fight him off. In the end, rear naked. That was it. Amazing.
Yeah, it was. But the next fight of the night was one of the only times that we took an L here on the card. I lost one unit on Bryce Thug Nasty Mitchell, but Ilya Tupuria absolutely dominated Thug Nasty. He took the Thug and he made him look nasty. It was all Ilya Tupuria, all fucking every bit of this fight. There wasn't a second that Bryce Mitchell was in this fight. And, he did go and say that he was sick and blah, 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 but I think it was just Ilya Tupuria was that dominant. I'm just going to take the L right there, after winning 3 in a row. Very happy to lose only 1 unit on Bryce Mitchell when I did like him a lot. I could have done something stupid like max bet him, which I'm glad I didn't do something stupid like that. But how about Ilya Tupuria, B?
Damn that guy, Ilya Tupuria.
He's
getting good, man. His jitsu, he was able to defend well against Bryce, but god dang, his hands, man. His hands got him out of a lot of trouble, and Bryce looked like a fish out of water, man. Bryce tried to get the wrestling going. He did. Did he get a takedown? I think he got one.
I think he did. I think he got one, but then Tupuria got back up fast.
Tupuria got back up like nobody's business and just pretty much Bryce couldn't do nothing. Bryce tried to strike. He landed a couple good strikes, but Tupuria just put on pressure and just put hands on him. And boy, Bryce got beat the hell up. I didn't expect that type of beating to happen.
No,
it happened.
That's one of those ones where I was just wrong, flat out fucking wrong. It is what it is. You take the L and you take that ass whooping, and that's exactly what Ilya Tupuria did. Damn, now you see it. Ilya Tupuria would beat the hell out of Paddy Pimblett, but we'll get into that a little bit later down the road. The next fight of the night was Dricus Duplessis took on Darren Till. And man, dude, we both like Duplessis here. And man, by submission, round 3, pretty impressive, but it was also impressive for Darren Till. This fight was amazing, banger, back and forth. I think it was one of the fight of the nights, right?
I remember, yeah. It was. Good fight. Dricus landed like that early round, man. Dricus landed like 60 strikes on Darren Till's 0.
Dude, and then Darren Till, he had him on the pin against the ground.
Yeah. Just piling it on, man, and Till survived. And then that second round came, and Till started to look good. And Dricus looked like he was drained. But, Dricus also landed a couple of those takedowns. Then that third round came, and it looked like it could have been anybody's fight. Till was landing, Dricus was landing. But Till, once again, man, I don't know what the hell is going on in Till's life, but this man has no takedown defense. You was hanging out with Hamza Chimaev, bro.
He was obviously
what the hell are you doing?
Getting dry humped all day, I guess.
This man
wasn't learning.
Yeah. This man got taken down by one of the slowest takedowns I've ever seen somebody put on somebody. That thing was just slow motion and Till couldn't defend it.
It was bad.
Ends up getting caught rear naked choke. That thing was bad, man.
Yeah, either way, another lean there that we had Duplessis, no bet.
Yes, you did.
For us. Yeah. But the next fight of the night was Santiago Ponzinibbio took on Alex, the Great White Morano. This was a scary one that we had bet here, the last bet of the night. We had Santiago Ponzinibbio, and man, it was a lot closer than I'd like it. Alex Morano is a tough motherfucker, dude. He just does not look like it. I don't give him the credit he deserves, but Santiago Ponzinibbio, the Argentinian savage, KO TKO ran right hand round 3. that was an amazing, almost comeback, right? B, I'd say.
Yeah, because that was another close fight right there, man. Morono, that cardio and that pace, man, that pace is crazy for anybody, and that short notice too. That's what made it even more surprising. But Pons managed to come back they made it a slugfest for sure. But that third round, man, Pons started to land a little cleaner. He had that dog in him. And he started landing that right hand. He twisted Morono's jaw. I don't know if Morono's jaw was like dislocated or what, but he hit Morono in the third round before he finished him. And Morono's jaw was like hanging. Then he caught him again. And then he just came in and just finished. I was like, God,
it was a big KO too. It was not a little one. So. But there were some great fights on this card. I think Dana gave 10 fighters or something like that.
Everybody that got to finish
It was an unreal event, but especially when everyone's had their eyes on this next fight. It was the co-main event. It was Paddy Pimblett took on Jared Gordon. And this is where the controversry begins, what is it, Crosby, right? Doug
Crosby,
yeah. This guy does not know how to judge. He's numerous times just giving out just the worst scorecards and fucked over a lot of people and just blatantly not watching the fight, giving 30-27s. In no way, I don't think anyone won 30-27 in this fight. But if you did say it, I guess you could say Gordon, but I don't think so. I thought I had 29-28 at least. For Jared Gordon, but I also knew that the UFC wanted Paddy Pimblett, Barstool Sports, and everyone and their mother was just kind of just hoping and praying that the kid would bring a show, and it was actually one of the most boring fights of the night.
Paddy Pimblett got exposed, man, and you see, I told you we was talking about it. This fight was gonna be a lot closer than what people would say. The stats were more lined up than what people thought they were. And Jared Gordon went out there and really put on a hell of a performance. He made Paddy look mad amateurish, really amateurish. First off, I had tweeted that shit during the fight. This dude, if Jared Gordon had a really good follow-up to all those left hooks, Bro, Paddy Pimblett would have been laid out.
Not only does Paddy Pimblett leave his jaw just wide open, he loops his punches really bad, bro. Like they're wild. I like the kid though. I like that he does bring the spirit that he does, and I'm not gonna say that I wasn't hyped on him last week because I was. In the sense that it's just fun to watch energy come to an arena, especially if you've been to the UFC. But he did not do anything like Conor McGregor did in the sense when he shows up, he actually brings the show. This was very lackluster, not the best performance for Paddy Pimblett. He's not going to live this down. Not going to live this down, and possibly that win could get overturned because they're throwing heat on Doug Crosby now, and then that would give them a lot better grounds to overturn that decision.
Yeah, Crosby's being investigated right now, as you said. And
James Krause, you said? Oh no, Doug Crosby. Sorry.
No, Doug Crosby. Doug Crosby.
No, I was joking.
The Krause situation. What's going on?
We need more Krause. We need more Krause news. I want a Netflix special. I want something.
I do too. That would be dope.
Dude,
they said they soon finish.
They could have a mysterious blonde come out of the woodworks in the Krause Netflix special, hot blonde, blue eyes. They could call her LS, and she could just come in there, just all titties bouncing. It'd be so good. Obviously, maybe not what happened. Maybe it's what happened. I don't know, but it's Hollywood. We could have some fun with it.
God.
Hopefully they're even on Doug Crosby. There could be something like written about the fact that there has to be someone throwing money down for him to be so blatant. Who knows, man? But maybe he's betting them by split decision, even. Maybe that's what it is. It makes you more money. I don't know, man. But pretty crazy. But nothing fun about it. But the main event, it got even weirder. Jan Blachowicz took on Magomed Ankalaev for the 205-pound championship, light heavyweight championship belt for the UFC. And this fight was really good, man. Both guys had their moments in the beginning. John Blachowicz looked good to me, but then Magomed took over in the very end. And at the very end, they called this fight a draw. I had Magomed Ankalaev winning slightly. Everyone and their mother kind of did. Even Jan Blachowicz didn't even accept the fact that it was. He didn't know what happened, but it is what it is. What do you think about this fight, B?
For what it was a really entertaining fight. It's just the scorecards that ruined that fight pretty much. But other than that, it was a really good fight. I had Ankalaev 1-4-5. Jan Blachowicz had an opportunity to actually close this fight out in the third when he started when those leg kicks started piling up. He started attacking the lead leg of Ankalaev, and Ankalaev was barely able to stand. He had a hard time keeping his stance, keeping his balance on that leg. But during the fourth and fifth, man, that man said to hell with it, pushed through and started getting those takedowns. I was like, oh shit, this guy's leg is beat up and he's still managing to get takedowns. I
thought his ankle was going to be broken or something from those kicks. And he's over there pushing on it, doing single legs, chain wrestling. These guys are tougher than fuck, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
you kicked me that many times with my chicken legs. I'm not doing shit. Not shit.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my god. And then he damn near finished the fight. Jan Blachowicz had no answer when he was on the ground. Nope. I was like, golly. But then they said, draw. Ankalaev was sick. Jan Blachowicz. They're gonna interview Jan after that to ask him what he thought. Like Jan would look so awkward answered, but yeah, he said he didn't think he won. He said, he said something along the lines of he didn't think he won, but you should give the decision to Ankalaev, and then he left. Yeah, and then Ankalaev was out there super pissed.
I was screaming at my party about. Sorry, dude. I was screaming at my party about this because the fact that, I mean, the UFC are such good pimps, dude. Not only is the 205 belt vacant still, right? They don't have to pay any of those two guys their win money. So all that win money's gone, right? So now there's no championship pay for the next fight that they have to give for the vacant title. So they don't have to pay a champion the next bout for something like that. And so it's just really sick and smart in the sense because you literally pimped them out for a main event, made a ton of money, and didn't have to pay a ton of money for a main event spot, B, you know?
Yeah. And now you hear that the new main event, the next fight for the world title is actually when? I think it's next year. I think it'll be next year, January. Would it be next? Yeah, January, I think.
Yeah, not now. We're not anywhere close.
Yeah, in like January. It'll be Glover Teixeira versus Jamal Hill.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
That's gonna be and that's gonna be a great one because we love Sweet Pea, Sweet Dream.
Word, man. So it's gonna be sick. That they're gonna go about doing that. And they told Anthony Smith live on air that his fight is scrapped. Oh my god!
Imagine swallowing that because he doesn't get paid. You know, you don't get paid anything.
Yeah,
and you've been training and you're excited. You know, trying to get excited for a bout, especially as a OG as Anthony Lionheart Smith is. So that was crazy on air. It's almost like I found out I got fired over on the news.
Yeah. Man was sitting there, they said, oh, Anthony, we're so sorry. You know, they said, Anthony, I don't know if you know, but the next fight, your fight got canceled. It'll now be Jamal Hill versus Glover Teixeira. And this dude just leaned back like, yo, are you serious?
He's like, really?
Like, if I was him, I'd have got up and said, yo, fuck this place.
I'm fucking out. But no, at that moment, he was like, I'll fuck this. But I was like, he's like, actually, I need this money, so I got to sit here now and get this check because I'm not getting that other check. But with that said, man, it was a great event that we had here for Cope's Corner betting wise. We absolutely dominated. We went 4-1, and so
Yep.
only L was Bryce Thug Nasty Mitchell, and so really stoked about how we went about that event, especially after the one before that we did really well too. B.
Yeah.
But the next this weekend's fight card is going to be fun too. I can't say it's going to be as fun as last week's because whenever there's 10 plus finishes or something like that, very hard to I guess keep up with that or
Yeah.
yeah, I guess either way, answer to what happened last week. But this weekend is UFC Fight Night. Jared Cannonier versus Sean Strickland. This should be a good main event because Sean Strickland brings it. Jared Cannonier is an absolute beast. I know he brought his crystals and his gems, and he's summoning that energy for that KO power. Came into the weigh-ins with a Curious George hat on. It was really dope.
Yeah.
So, but with that said, man, the first fight of the night is Sergey Morozov takes on Journey Newsom. Journey Newsom is 10-3. He's from America. He's 33 years old. He's 5'5" with a 67.5-inch reach. He's got a jiu-jitsu base. He comes out of Portland, Oregon, jiu-jitsu wrestling base. Yeah, I believe he is a JJ black belt. Yep, that's what he is. He last took on Fernie Garcia. He won a unanimous decision. Then he took on Randy Costa, lost the head kick and punches round one. Ricardo Ramos or Domingo Pilarte, he lost no contest overhand right, which went to a no contest. Don't know what happened there, but 2 times he's been knocked out, which I don't like that. Ricardo Ramos, he lost a unanimous decision. Dude's really skilled on the ground, has good wrestling. It's just his striking that is just a little bit iffy to me. He's taking on a guy, Sergey Morozov, who is Sergey Morozov, who's 18-5. He's 33 years old. He's 5'6" with a 67-inch reach. He's on a 1-fight win streak. He's fighting out of Kazakhstan. This dude has got really good striking. He's got good jiu-jitsu too as well. He's fought in M1, so he fought in M1. You got to have a good all-around game. Last took on Julian Paiva. He won a unanimous decision. Lost to Douglas Silva de Andrade, a rear naked choke round 2. Beat Kali Taha. Lost to Umar Nurmagomedov, rear naked choke round 2. This is a weird one because not as Journey Newsom's been napped by punches. This dude's been tapped multiple times, and I don't like that. I had initially had a weird feeling about this one, and I thought maybe Journey Newsom could get it done, but then I looked at the odds and I was like, maybe you're fucking crazy because Sergey Morozov's negative 350 plus 260 comeback for Journey Newsom. Like I said, I don't like either of them because they both have flaws in their game, both in jiu-jitsu and striking, and so because of that, I don't have a good read on this fight. I can't bet Sergey Morozov at negative 305. And I like the wrestler jiu-jitsu of Journey Newsom, but he just never really shows it. So I got to go dog or pass here, B. I can't bet Morozov here. What do you say?
Damn. You saying dog or pass? I was going with Sergey on this one.
Oh shit! Well, listen to B on this one because I don't have a good read on this one at all because I dislike that both of them have the flaws that I hate of tapping and napping. B.
Yeah, I feel you on this. I feel you on it. I feel you on that. I'm taking Sergey though because I like how Sergey mixes up his striking and his wrestling a lot better than Journey Newsom.
Yep.
I think he is a bit more of the better wrestler than Journey is. Journey probably will surprise us, maybe. Who knows? But considering the guys that Morozov has lost to, he lost to Andrade after he was he kind of was beating up Andrade a little bit. Then Andrade turned it up because for a guy in that weight class, that dude is pretty big for a 135er. Andrade is pretty big, silver than Andrade.
Strong,
yeah, thick boy. So he was able to muscle up those takedowns, muscle up from those takedowns, and really land some serious strikes there. Then you also think about the fact that Morozov mainly loses to like really strong wrestlers or strong grapplers. Andrade, Umar Nurmagomedov, Movsar Evloev. Then during M1,
Nurmagomedov's a big dude.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take Morozov on this one. Not to say Journey Newsom is a big cat, but I've seen Journey Newsom get taken down and get beaten up quite a bit. You know, he
Yeah,
got
no,
his advantages when guys are not grapplers, but when guys are grapplers, it's a problem. You know, and then he dealt with Range and Randy Costa, but other than that, I'm gonna take Sergey. I'll take Sergey on this one.
yeah, you're right, B. But it's just like the
I'll
money
take the pick. The perk is Sergey. The pick is Sergey.
Yeah,
For the bet, I
negative,
don't know, but the pick is Sergey.
My heart told me Sergey at the weigh-ins, but I can't throw 305 on him. I just don't see it. I don't see enough there when he's been tapped before, and I don't like that versus a guy who is a BJJ black belt too. But Journey Newsom is not the guy. I'm not trying to defend him. I do not care. But Mr. B, you have the pleasure of breaking down the next fight, which is going to be a banger. David Dvorak takes on Manel Cap.
Fuck, man.
Is it Cap or Cape? Cap or Cape, bro?
Cape, Cap.
Cape. I can't. Yeah.
No, Cape. Cape, Cap. Everybody says Cap or Cape.
Yeah, I know.
It's either or.
I gotta listen. I need to go listen to John Anik or someone and get it proper.
Well, let's go, man. We got Starboy, man. Manel Cap. 17-6. 29 years old. 5'5". Representing Extreme Couture. He is currently running a 2-fight win streak, man. So, hold up. Let me deal with this stuff.
Dude, I'm playing with this new layout and it looks dope like that. With it, it's bigger now. You can read it.
So yeah, hold on. What the hell's going on here? Oh,
I'm looking forward to this fight, B. I'll tell you that.
Let me get this shit, cause. Okay, there you go. Okay, my shit acting up here. Okay, yeah. So currently running a 2-fight win streak out of Extreme Couture. The last time he fought, he beat Zalkis Zumagulov, which is wow. Damn, that's about a year ago. Yeah, because 2 other fights fell through. Okay, Zalkis Zumagulov, he fought. He beat him with punches in round 1. O'Day Osborne, I remember that one. He knocked him out with the flying knee. He lost to Mateus Nicolau and Alexandre Pantoja by decisions. One was a split, the other one was a unanimous. He had a 3-fight win streak to winning the title, the bantamweight title in Ryzen. Dynamic striker, insane explosive power. The guy got hands. Dangerous mofo for you to be fighting, man. Pretty good takedown defense. He was lackadaisical before, but now he's throwing with ill intentions. He's going up against my dude, though, and this is why I'm a little conflicted. He's going up against my guy, David Dvorak. I like David Dvorak. I like him both. A lot.
We've liked both these dudes. I've been high on Manel Cap since he got in the UFC, and of course he took 2 L's before I fucking got a win.
Word. He's going up against David Dvorak. And Dvorak is pretty dope. Hold on. Now I'm trying to get. Okay, there you go. Acting up. Okay. The Undertaker, David Dvorak. First of all, I like that nickname. He's 20-4, 30 years old. 5'5" with the 68 reach. Represent all sports academy out of the Czech Republic. Now, he's lost to Mateus Nicolau by unanimous decision his last fight out. But before that, he beat Juan Camilo Ronderos by rear naked choke, Jordan Espinoza by unanimous decision, Bruno Silva by unanimous decision. Let's say he was on a really long fight streak, man. Yeah, he had a long streak from since like 2012. Yeah, Bruno Silva, what's the Arzen? Well, he fought some other guys outside the UFC, but other than that, he was on like a really good 3-fight win streak in the UFC. This is a guy who's pretty forceful in himself. He likes to use his wrestling. He plays a lot in the clinch and control game. Good striking, not a high output though, but comes in really strategic. He cuts off your movement He keeps you in one spot. He'll beat up on you. If he got you in the clinch, he'll beat up on you. He goes for the takedowns. He'll beat up on you. He stays active. He stays really active. This fight here is going to be pretty fucking good. But it all depends on if Manel Kape could keep the distance and get explosive when Dvorak comes in. If he gets caught like a deer in the headlights, Dvorak is gonna fucking eat him up against the cage in the clinch situations. You can't allow Dvorak to get hands on him in any type of grappling scenario. Shit. I know people going for Kape. Kape could win this one. I'm gonna lean with Dvorak here. I might lean with Dvorak on this one though.
See, I was feeling that same fucking way, B. But then I was like, are you gonna jump off fucking? Because I have a tendency of seeing talent a little bit earlier than it comes to fruition. And so Manel Kape comes in here, and I was high on him in the beginning. He gives me 2 L's, and then I obviously lose some steam on him, and then he gets on the W streak, and so then, then you're like, oh, there's a guy that I see, but he lacks the volumes a lot of the time. Kape fucks around. He fuck around, and find out, and David Dvorak really isn't the guy that you want to do that to and do that with. David Dvorak is hittable though, and does show some damage if he does get hit. But I like David Dvorak here too, man. He's an underdog at a plus 210, negative 275 comeback from Manel Kape. I think that line's off, B. I think that's a little heavy, I
think so myself.
And so I think that because the line's off and because Manel Kape showed me that, I'm gonna have to throw down on David Dvorak here because that plus 205 is just way too inviting. Plus 210, sorry, is way too inviting a bet MGM. So I'm throwing down 1 unit on David Dvorak because this is an underdog that I like. I like the fighting style for David Dvorak. I like his toughness. He's bigger than Manel Kape. He doesn't fuck around as much as Manel, even though I love Manel. And then watch Manel fucking show up and fucking highlight reel my fucking dude this weekend. And I jump off ship because it's happened before. And it's just like, fuck, man, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. And it is what it is, but it'll be a great fight nonetheless, B?
For sure.
So the next fight of the night is between the 185-pound tough finale champion, Brian Battle. He takes on Renat Figueroa. I don't know. That's
Fakhretdinov.
Yeah. All right. There we go. He had to assist me like a speech teacher when I'm fucking 3rd grade. They call himself the Gladiator. He's 20-2. He's 31 years old. He's 6 foot, 74-inch reach, fighting out of Russia, Moscow specifically. Shout out to those Russians out there. I know you guys have been hating on all those fucking Ukrainians, fucking talking shit about you guys. I like the Russians. Fucking want to hear the shit. But either way, that's either here nor there. But either way, he's taking on a guy. He last took on Andreas Michailidis. He won by decision. Eric Spicely, he beat by punches round 1, where we bet him did not bet him. That was an UAE Warriors 15, actually. So there was not even, I don't think it was possible. And so this dude is, he's heavy-handed, strong. Obviously, he's going to have good wrestling, fucking being from Russia. And he's taking on a guy, the Butcher, Brian Battle, who's 8-1, the young buck, 28 years old, 6'1", 77-inch reach on a 9-fight win streak. Dude's really big for a weight class. Used to be overweight and then cut a lot of weight, and so he's actually really healthy at the weight class that he fights at. He last took on Takashi Sato where we bet him there, and he won by head kick round 1. Treshawn Gore he beat unanimous decision. We actually bet, I think, Treshawn Gore there because we like Treshawn Gore so much. But this dude's a really good fighter. I just don't think that he's had all the experience that I would like him to versus a guy like Renat. Renat is right now is a negative 160 favorite, plus 130 comeback. I like Renat here because it's all around game. The size is pretty much the same. That wrestling is going to be neutralized. I just don't see Brian Battle getting off, but Brian Battle getting off possible strikes with his length, possible kicks with his long legs. I love Brian Battle, but I think I got to go Renat here. B, what do you got?
This one I'm kind of actually on coin flipped. I'm coin flipped on. Renat does have wrestling, and he's prepared fully for, you know what I mean, this is a full camp Renat. Brian Battle's coming into this fight on short notice. It was supposed to be Michael Morales that was supposed to be fighting this guy Renat. And if that was the case, I would have taken Michael Morales. But this makes it more interesting because Brian Battle's taking this fight on short notice. He looked good at weigh-ins. And Brian's fighting style is pretty bonkers, you know what I mean? This dude has pretty good cardio, and he's willing to go fight and defend those takedowns and do whatever he got to do to get this win here. My thing is, how dominant is Renat really going to be? Because it's going to be the battle of grappling. It'll be Brian Battle's grappling and Renat's grappling. And Renat could get control, but Renat doesn't really do nothing much. If it's the stand-up, he has his KO ability, you know what I mean? He has KOs. But with the wrestling, he doesn't really do a lot. He gets the takedown, but then it's just, I got the takedown, now what? So it's just pretty much hold down and control, not really a lot of activity that goes on with his takedowns. Brian Battle, we've seen Brian Battle's willing to make things messy regardless of what. This is one of those situations where it's like my brain should say Renat, but my heart says Brian. But Brian could get an upset here. It's just all in Brian's approach. It's all in Brian's approach. But thinking about this dude, Renat, full camp, it's gonna be something. Yeah, this one might be a little shaky, man. It's a little shaky. You might want to back away from this one, y'all. Yeah. I don't know. You might want to back away from this one if
Renat had a killer striking, then I would be more sure of it. But he doesn't. But the thing I do like about Renat is the takedowns, man. He absolutely dominates. I think for every one that Battle gets in 5 minutes, Renat gets 5. So he absolutely dominates on the ground. So it's a weird one though. I'm not betting that one.
Yeah. It's kind of one of those, man, because you could expect the unexpected. Takashi Sato got sent to the shadow realm by Brian Battle. Just remember that, man. So
seriously.
It's like, yo, anything is possible in these fights.
Really,
so I'm just
really
back away from it, leave it alone. Yeah.
So, well, you get the pleasure of breaking down the next fight of the night. It's Rafa Garcia takes on Maheshat.
Oh yes, Maheshat. First off, Maheshat, I'm upset with you. You missed weight. That was upsetting.
Oh, did he? I didn't see that.
Yeah, he missed weight. He missed weight by 2.5, I think, 2 pounds and 2.5. Yeah, he's the only guy who missed weight. I was like, damn, son. But yeah, Maheshat, 9-1, 23 years old, 6 foot tall with a 71.5-inch reach, riding a 7-fight win streak out of this Enbo Fight Club in China. His debut was against Steve Garcia. He knocked out Steve Garcia as Steve Garcia ran into a right hand. That man is insane. You gotta be batshit crazy to run into a right hand. He was on the Contender Series against Achilles Estremorada. That was a back and forth battle that he ended up winning by unanimous decision. Then he had his whole area in China. He fought, regionally, got a lot of KOs, couple decisions, lost one fight by decision. That was his 3rd pro fight. Guy's good though. He got a submission in his record. That's something too to think about. But he's going up against Rafa Garcia. Now, Mike's picked for Rafa Garcia. I have picked against Rafa Garcia before, but Rafa Garcia be out here, y'all. 28 years old, gifted Rafa Garcia, 5'7" with the 68-inch reach, representing the Elevation Fight team. Training with Cub Swanson, man. Currently riding a one fight lost his last fight against Jakar Close, which it was kind of a close fight. Haha. And he fought Jesse Ronson. He beat Jesse Ronson round 2, rear naked choke. He beat Natan Levy by unanimous decision, which surprised the hell out of me. He lost to Chris Grutzmacher and lost to Nasrat Hakparas. But then he had a crazy win streak in Combate Americas. He was actually undefeated before coming to the UFC. Garcia got heart. Garcia's tough as hell. Garcia's chin is granite. He was out here slugging with people. Then he got a lot smarter and started using his wrestling.
Yeah.
Since implementing his wrestling, though, he's looked really fucking good. I didn't know he had that type of cardio because he always wingmilling punches. You know what I mean? It's like, what the hell? You out here getting gassed and tired, but now he's out here wrestling. It's like, yo, this guy's for real. He's going up against this big dude, though, man. Machate got a 5-inch height advantage and about a 3.5-inch reach advantage. Rafa got to play the close game. You got to stick on that man Machate like glue. You got to punch and pummel yourself inside and get that wrestling going. Go for the simple takedowns. Don't try to overexert yourself. Machate, you got to play from the distance. I don't think this fight's going to be as easy as his first fight against Garcia. I might take Rafa Garcia here. I'll take Rafa. I'm going to ride with Rafa on this one.
Yeah, I'm riding with Rafa too, and it's because this is the OG veteran, guy with more experience here in the UFC, taking on the newer guy, especially the young buck, who I don't know if he has that dog in him. I know for sure that Rafa Garcia has that dog in him, and he's about it. He's also, cleaned up his his little bit of cardio issues, and he's implemented the wrestling, which makes him a better striker because people have to worry about the wrestling, and he can throw that big overhand right or left after that. And so it ends up making him a much better fighter, in my opinion. Right now, he's a negative 150 plus 125 comeback for Mashat. I'm going to be throwing down on Rafa Garcia. I'm throwing down 1.5 units on Garcia, the veteran OG, versus the new guy, Machate. Should be a good fight, though, plus 125 underdog for Machate. We shall see how it goes down next week. The next fight of the night is Said Nurmagomedov is taking on Said Yakub Kurkamonov. That's about as good as you're going to get from me, bro. This going to be a good fight here between what seems to be two Russians. No, let me see. Let's see what exactly are they. We got one Uzbekistan versus a Russian, but they both have absolutely tremendous cardio, heart, amazing fucking dudes. So let's see 1 second. I need to pull up my stats. Sayed Cub is 10-2. He's 27 years old. He's 5'8" with a 69-inch reach on a 4-fight win streak. This dude's fighting out of Washington in the United States. He took on Ronnie Lawrence, who won by unanimous decision. Trevin Jones, the Guamilian, he beat him guillotine choke round 3. Dude's really good when he shows up. He can finish by KO punches or on the ground with the guillotine choke he got. But this dude's he's been knocked out one time in 2019, flying knee round 3 by a guy named Pipe Vargas. He fought Umar Nurmagomedov and lost the PFL 7 in 2018 by unanimous decision. So he's already been in the ring with some bad motherfuckers. So with that said, he's taking on Said Nurmagomedov. This Nurmagomedov is not a family with Khabib, right? You know how there's a couple. Yeah, there's a couple.
Trains with them. Said trains with them. I'm not sure if he's fully related, but I know he trains with them.
Okay, because there's only a few people that Khabib actually go in the corner with, right? And actually go all the way.
Yeah.
Like his little cousin, right?
Yeah, those like the really like in-depth family dudes. Yeah.
Yeah. So either way, he's taking on Said Nurmagomedov, and with Said, he's 16-2, 30 years old, 5'8", 70-inch reach, fighting out of Russia. Dude, super tough, fucking athletic, really good. He's got good striking for a guy that has good wrestling. He last took on Douglas Silva de Andrade and won a unanimous decision. Cody Stamen beat him by a guillotine choke. Mark Striegel left took ground and pound round 1, and Ronnie Barcelos is the only L that he's taken. Ronnie Barcelos is a tough, big, strong motherfucker, and that was one of his tougher fights that he had coming in a third fight in the UFC, but one of the tough ones where they really start testing you. And then he lost a unanimous decision. Right now, the odds makers have this as a close one. Syed Cub is actually favored at -120, plus 100 comeback for Syed. I actually am leaning. I know. But I'm leaning Syed Cub for some reason, man. I feel like he could get this done. What do you think?
Shit, those odds crazy? Really flipped, man. Those odds flipped from during the week.
They were. Yep.
Yeah.
They were different.
Yeah, Saeed was the favorite.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Ooh, this makes this thing real. This gonna make things interesting. And they're going off the fact of what Said Yakub did to Ronnie Lawrence. Yeah. Because he out-wrestled Ronnie Lawrence. He put work on Ronnie Lawrence, man. He made Ronnie look bad. Oh shit.
You know what? That's you know what? No. Let me take this back. I actually made a note here. I forgot. I mean, I felt this way originally. And then I when I was like, what? Who did he beat? Ronnie Lawrence? Ronnie Lawrence? That's why they're so high on him. So actually, I'm gonna go with Said.
Yeah,
because he fought Trevin Jones and whatnot.
He fought Trevin Jones, yeah, and Trevin Jones was working him too until he managed to get the submission on Trevin.
Yeah, so I got to go Said. I'm sorry, I wrote a note here that I was fucking went against my original.
This is gonna be interesting though. Because Said Yakub does have a good wrestling game. He has shown to have a really good wrestling game. Said Yakub has. So that's why I'm like,
yeah. I'm not betting this because I don't like neither of them enough.
Yeah, and who Said Yakub trains with? He trains with I think he trains with somebody close. Is it Syndicate or some other team? I'm trying to remember, but it's a team we know.
Tapology's slacking. They usually have
Tapology don't have it, but I think I'm trying to remember who was the team he trains with, because his wrestling was really good though against Ronnie Lawrence, and Trevin. He managed to have a lot of back control with Trevin. But shit, fuck, I might They put Said Yakub as the favorite.
Let's see what it opens up.
But fighting against Saeed, this is crazy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take Saeed, man. I'm taking Saeed. What the fuck?
Saeed's opened up at a -150, and he's now a -105. Or no, even money, plus 100.
Yeah. We'll take Saeed. We'll take Saeed. We'll rock on Saeed. It would have been one thing if Saeed was like the you putting Saeed on the underdog. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. If it was Said Yakub as the underdog, then I'd be like, "Ooh, this is gonna be real good." Bro, they put heat on Said Yakub.
I've gotten both of the weird fights tonight, and I'm fucking not happy about it. And then you get
we're gonna take Saeed though.
You got both.
We'll take Saeed.
You got the good fights tonight to start out with. The next fight is actually one that's a lot more exciting than that one. Jake Matthews is taking on Matt Selzenberger. And if you guys look at the weigh-ins, it looks like we're having the battle of the bikers. Jake Matthews has grown into himself. We got some Harley hair going on. And Matt Selzenberger does as well. It looks like they're just going to try to pick the best Savage Viking Harley rider when it comes to these two. It's going to be a good one, but you got to break it down first.
So cool, man. Semi the Jedi. Matt Semmelsberger, who's 10-4 right now, 30 years old, 6'1" with the 75-inch reach, out of the Crazy 88 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu team out of Maryland. Yeah, man. His last fight, he fought Alex Morono. He lost that by unanimous decision. He beat AJ Fletcher by unanimous decision. And he beat up Martin Sano. He knocked out Sano round 1. That was the Diaz boy. Chaos Williams, he lost by unanimous decision, but he knocked out Jason Witt with a counter right hand round 1 in 16 seconds. And then he beat Carlton Minus in his debut. I remember that. He's going up against, Matt Samuelsberger, long guy, long reach, likes to throw his kicks to keep range so he could throw his straight right hand, has a really good jab. He wrestled AJ Fletcher. He out-wrestled AJ Fletcher, but then he was in that really bad situation with Morono. He's going up against Jake Matthews, and as Mike said, Jake Matthews, man. Matthews is looking real badass right now, man. And
don't be coming around my girl, fucking Matthews, all right, bro? I need you fucking trying to swing.
The Celtic kid, Jake Matthews, man, 18-5, 28 years old, 5'11" with the 72-inch reach. And I gotta say, it's crazy to think for as long as Jake Matthews has fought in the UFC, he's only 28 right now.
That's crazy.
What the fuck?
Reminds you of Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira was young, remember? And he fucking...
Yeah. Charles Oliveira, Jeremy Stevens, Brad Tavares, fucking old
people growing
people
up
that came in.
eyes.
Yeah. For real. Shit.
We're also getting old, too. It sucks, bro.
That too.
Oh, dude, it's fucking so crazy. It's like, I can't believe I'm this old, bro. Fuck.
But yeah, man. Jake came back after a little he came back after a year off. He came back for Andre Fiallo and schooled Andre Fiallo. He did get dropped in the first round.
Yeah.
But came back and schooled Andre Fiallo for that KO, man, in the second round there, back at Teixeira Prohaska. He lost to Sean Brady.
I think we had Fiallo there because we were fucking Matthews was iffy at the time.
Yeah. Definitely. He lost to Sean Brady. He got arm triangle choke back in March of 2021. Then he had that 3-fight win streak, unanimous decisions against Diego Sanchez, Emil Weber-Meek, and Rostam Akman. He got submitted by Anthony Rocco Martin and a Conda choke, and then he had a 3-fight win streak too. Then he had the losses in lightweight. But yeah, he's grown into his frame. He was formerly a lightweight. He got into his frame. He went up to welterweight, but now he's really filled out his frame. That boy is huge at freaking welterweight. And the thing here, people are looking, we seen his striking and how improved he is in his boxing. But fucking hell, remember, this guy can wrestle. He can grapple. And I think that's going to be his key to winning this fight here against Matthew Samuelsberger, man. I don't think he's going to be all in with just trying to box with Matthew. I think he's going to go the route that Morono also went and try to use the wrestling. And when he gets control, he really gets control on people, man. I like Matthew's grappling. That was always the thing. Matthew grappled, but his hands were iffy. Now his hands are really have tightened up through the years. He's gotten better with it, better with his form, better with his footwork. And against a guy like Samuelsberger, I think he's going to give him, the looks due to the reach, due to the range. So he's be able to, get his movement going and look to counter shots from Samuelsberger and also mix in the grappling. That's going to be the Achilles heel here against Samuelsberger. That's going to be Samuelsberger's Achilles heel. The takedowns, takedown defense. I think because Matthews has fought a higher caliber of fighters. He's been there. I'm going to give this to Jake Matthews. I think Matthews is going to get a win here against Samuelsberger. And it hurts me because I like Samuelsberger, man. I love that right hand he throws. Well, it's going to be a messy fight, but I'm going Jake Matthews.
Yeah, I'm going Jake Matthews as well. Right now, the odds makers have Jake Matthews -300 plus 230 comeback for Matt Samuelsberger. I don't want to throw down $300 to make one unit on Jake's Matthews, even though I do think it'd be easy money. I don't like throwing down 3 units in case we do eat D. I'm going to throw down on Matthews wins inside distance at plus 150. I'm going to do that because I'm feeling the KO, but I also feel like he could submit him too. And I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose out on either one of them. So plus 150 at BetMGM, pretty much an absolute gift in my opinion. So you're getting a negative 300 favorite at a plus 150, but he needs to finish him by choke, TKO, KO, something good. But I feel like Jake Matthews can do it. Like I said, this kid is so big and so strong. B. It's like, man, I don't think Matt Selzenberger is ready for the quiet storm that Jake Matthews really is, And like you said, this dude is just growing right before us, and just looking quite phenomenal at that. So I feel like the wrestling is going to be the biggest key. Like you said, I've seen Matt Selzenberger be taken down multiple times. He gets his legs sucked out from under him against the cage very easily. I could see our boy doing that. What's up, Kick Your Bass? Appreciate you being here, my dude.
Up.
Love you, my man. Always appreciate you in the house. But yeah, dude. So I'm definitely with you, B. I'm glad that you're also feeling the Celtic kid because this kid ain't a kid no more. He's a big grown man, and he's gonna be doing damage, B. The next fight of the night, B, is the girl we were talking about like last week or 2 weeks ago when Roman Doldiz was bringing up the dude. So Cheyenne Velisma, formerly Cheyenne Bays, whatever you want to call it. She's taking on Corey McKenna. This matchup here, Corey McKenna is a sweet girl. I take her as that. She calls herself Poppins. So there you go. So she thinks she's like Mary Poppins, calls herself Poppins. 7-2. 23 years young, very good for her age. 5'3", 58.5-inch reach on a 1-fight win streak, fighting out of Team Alpha Male. She last took on Miranda Granger Danger. She beat her by Von Flu choke round 2. The girl's jiu-jitsu is sick. I just worry about her hands standing up. She lost to Elise Reed, split decision when she second fight in the UFC. Second fight in the UFC. She beat Kay Hansen when I believe we bet her there. Man, I'm having a hard time with this one because the fact that I like her. Either way, Cheyenne Velisma with a Warrior Princess, 7-2, 27 years old, 5'3" with a 63-inch reach. She's on a 2-fight win streak herself. She last took on Mallory Martin. She beat her by unanimous decision. Glory DePaula by head kick and punches round 1, which was absolutely a spectacular fucking finish. And then she lost the Montserrat Ruiz. Unanimous decision. I worry about Cheyenne Bays of Velisma on the ground here versus a girl like Corey McKenna. But I think the all-around skill or in like athlete and everything is with Cheyenne Velisma because I just can't take Corey McKenna as seriously as like a hardcore fighter, professional girl. Like she just reminds me of a very athletic, quaint, cute girl from fucking, Wales. Right now, Cheyenne Velisma is, I guess the odds makers agree, negative 190 plus 160 comeback for Corey McKenna. I'm going to be going Cheyenne Velisma, but if Corey McKenna gets her down on the ground, I feel like that she could make it a very bad day for her. What do you say, B?
I agree with you there. If Corey could take her down on the ground, it's going to be problematic for Cheyenne.
But
here's the problem. Cheyenne Velisma is focused. There's no problems with her and JP. That's pushed to the corner. Friggin', she's there with Roman Dolidze. You see Roman Dolidze's hot streak now that's going on?
Yeah.
You see that? That's not by coincidence.
What do you think caused that? That's because Bays props it up right.
No, Bays is there chilling. She's training between Fortis and Extreme Couture. Her homegirl, Big Misha. Oh, shout out to Misha. She competed on yesterday. The Fight Pass Invitational.
I didn't see it.
It was all right. She did lose to what's her name? I forgot that girl's name, but she's a monster. I forget her name, but she did fairly well. She got caught in the armbar in overtime though.
Oh, okay.
But that's what happened. But I forget her name. But when I remember, I'll remember. But yeah, other than that, yo, I think Cheyenne Velizmas will be able to defend these takedowns from Corey McKenna and keep this a standing fight. If she happens to get taken down, it'll probably be once. I don't think Cheyenne's going to be able to. I don't think Cheyenne's going to give her much of an opportunity for these takedowns. I hate the way Corey kind of shoots in the takedowns. She's been able to fight to get competition.
She has that hunchback shooting for takedown, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty like simple and straightforward. You know, she took down Kay Hansen, but Kay Hansen is a jiu-jitsu practitioner, so she believes in her game off her back. I'm not saying that as a joke. She
believe in that game off her back. That's all she do.
Yeah, she fought Miranda Granger, but Granger hadn't fought in ages. Granger had a whole child and dealing with other stuff, and you know what I mean? So it's like, come on, man. And Cheyenne got caught by Montserrat Ruiz on those head and arm throws. But that's going to be like a once in a blue moon thing. I think Cheyenne got this, man. Plus, Cheyenne's output, Cheyenne's volume of striking is going to be problematic. Every time she can defend a takedown, she's going to beat up Corey McKenna, man. So I'm taking Cheyenne. I think Cheyenne's tuned in. She's focused. She's ready for this. Cheyenne Velizmas is my pick, man.
Nice. I'm glad that you agree. But Corey McKenna's sweet girl. I just don't think she's
sweet girl. Yeah.
It's like whenever I say you're sweet, you're not fucking a fighter, and I don't want to be mean because I like Corey McKenna. So I've been biting my tongue this whole time. If that was Dominic Cruz, it'd be slaughter. Tell you, the next fight on the main card, the first fight is where you get a breakdown first. Cody Brundage takes on Mikhailo Zolchuk.
Yes, sir. So we got Cody Brundage, man, ladies and gentlemen. Cody Brundage is here. We got Cody Brundage here, man. Hold on a second. Let me fix this one time because this thing is acting up. I got it here. We got Cody Brundage. Now, Cody Brundage, my fault, because I got to freaking go and deal with all this crazy shit. What the fuck? Hold up. Okay, hold up. Yeah, I'm playing games here. Okay, there you go. The fuck. I'm sorry, y'all. Should be acting up over here. Okay, we got Cody Brundage, right? 28 years old, 6 foot tall, 72-inch reach. Representing Factory X, of course, out of Colorado. But yeah. Currently riding a 2-fight win streak. He beat Trayshawn Gore his last fight out. He knocked him out, which was kind of surprising. We were very upset on this side. He beat Dalcha Lungiambula. Lungiambula was managing to wrestle him, but he managed to catch him with a guillotine choke. That was crazy. Nick Maximoff won by unanimous decision. Then he was regional LFA. The Contender Series, he was there before that, where he got elbowed after he was kind of getting the wrestling on William. William said, hell nah, we're just going to beat you up, beat him up, lay that man out. Yeah, then he had a good run regionally, amateurs, blah, blah, blah. This is a guy who was primarily a wrestler, but has improved his striking game in Factory X, as we've seen against Trayshawn Gore. Really, he's a young cat, somewhat. Yeah, he's pretty young, but he really has good wrestling skills. He's going up against Mikhail Olensushik. Hussar is Lord, if I remember correctly. 17-5. 27 years old, 6 foot tall, 74-inch reach, representing Poland out of Ankos MMA, Poznan. Last fight he had was his debut at middleweight. He won. Knocked him. Sam Alvey TK. Was it TKO? Yeah, TKO. KO. TKO. Fucked up Alvey's face. Put the beats on that guy. Minute 56, round 1. He lost to Dustin Jacoby. Unanimous decision. Shamil Gamzatov. He knocked that man out with an uppercut. Modestus Bukowskis won by split decision, but lost to Jimmy Krew and Oven St. Preux. Both by submission, actually. Von Flue choked by OSP. Jimmy Krew caught him with a Kimura. I remember that. Hurt my soul. He fought a couple other good guys there. Antagulov and Villante. No contest against Kilo Roundtree. If you heard me talk about Michal before, the man got footwork. The man got hands. He was undersized at light heavyweight. He is properly sized at middleweight now. This shit is going to be nasty. If Cody Brundage cannot get inside and get takedowns, he is going to get lit the F up. Early Christmas treat for everybody. I'm taking Mikhail Oleksiejczuk automatically because I can see Oleksiejczuk's path to victory is just keeping Brundage at distance at the end of his punches. He'll put Brundage away. I see him putting Brundage away. I don't see this going to no distance. If Oleksiejczuk plays his game, is all movement, get the hell off of me. Brundage goes to sleep. That's his path. Brundage's path, you gotta get the wrestling. You're not gonna try to throw hands with this guy Oleksiejczuk. No fucking way. No fucking way. Mikhail Oleksiejczuk. That's it. Mike, your mic.
Yeah, buddy, I'm with you all day on this Oleksiejczuk. I think that he's going to absolutely dominate here. I was just looking up the odds for him to win inside distance. Inside distance is negative 130. So negative 110? No. Inside distance, negative 135. So I'm going to do the KO TKO was negative 110. I don't want to just miss out in case there was a submission by some crazy fluke, even though I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be KO TKO, just like Mr. B is elaborating, because this dude's striking is sick. He's been tossing around and being tossed around big old dudes in the upper division, and now he's dropping down to a weight class where these guys are never going to be as strong as the dudes that he was being thrown around by. So I'm going to go with Mikhail Oleksiejczuk wins by inside distance, throwing down $135, 1.35 units for him to win inside D, because I really feel like he's going to do it. He just got sick boxing, finally got the size disadvantage gone. I absolutely love all the experience that he's learned up there in the upper card, so should be a good one, B. But the next fight of the night is for the ladies. It is Drew motherfucking Dober takes on Bobby Mean King Green. And man, I love me some Drew Dober, but Bobby Green I love even more too. I watched his
main event right here.
Yeah, I watched his interview, and how could you not love him after he just talks so real, and he talks about not having a lot, and not having family, and just I really dig it, and I vibed well with the way that Bobby Green was coming off. But the thing with Bobby Green is that he's only 2 years older, but he's getting a little bit older. His striking is always what I've liked about him, but it's his jiu-jitsu game and the takedown defense and stuff like that, and an all-around game that I'm worried about. He's taking on a guy that he's really gonna have to worry about in Drew Dober. Drew Dober's so powerful, strong, fight IQ. I just don't see Bobby Green being able to get his game plan off on a guy like Drew Dober. I feel like Drew Dober could take him down repeatedly. I feel like the power is equal, if not maybe even Dober's more powerful. Fight IQ, cardio, everything goes to Drew Dober, B. Am I just loving Drew Dober and just all LGBTQ gay over here? What who do you like, B? Because I'm all over Drew Dober here. I love Bobby Green, but I just I'm a girl in heat. I'm a girl in heat. I need me some Dober, bro. But tell
This
me
is
if
a
I'm just
dog fight.
biased. Am I biased?
This is an absolute dog fight. This is
Oh
the
yeah.
people's main event right here. For sure, for sure. Drew Dober has that kickboxing background. Is it Taekwondo? Nasty, nasty with his kicks and punches, man.
Southpaw.
His setups are fire. And yes, Southpaw. That's a big deal here. Dober trains. He trains
BJJ
out there.
Brown. BJJ Brown belt for Dober. I didn't tell you. Sorry.
He trains. He trains out of Elevation, right? If I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's gonna be big time in this fight. And he's gonna need that. Bobby Green has fought a list of who's who, what's what, and where's where. There's, if I remember correctly, 43 to 36 or 40, 43. There's about less than 10 fights separating both of them, both of their records, if I remember correctly, overall. Bobby Green got crazy hands. I love his defense. He plays that shell defense like Floyd does. Good movement. Takedown defense is up there. But, if you're elite, you could get him down. But he will try to get back up for the most part. I don't think takedowns are going to be a lot of a big deal in this fight. I think it's going to be a lot of strikes being thrown between.
Yeah, they're going to bang.
They're definitely going to bang for sure, man. It's going to be nasty. And I think it's going to come down to Bobby Green's boxing, Drew Dober's counter-striking. I think Drew Dober's counter-striking will help him big time here. Bobby Green can counter-strike, but I think Drew Dober's a little bit more polished in how he throws his strikes.
And his kicks.
We see
good kicks, too, from Southpaw.
Yeah. We see what he's capable of doing when he knocked out Nasrat Haqparast after Haqparast had that long hype train going with him, Bobby Green did expose Rafael Fiziev a little bit, but this shit's going to be a dogfight, man. As I said. Oh, shit. I was thinking Bobby Green at first. I might go with Drew Dober, man. I might go with Dober. I may go with Dober.
I just don't see Bobby Green winning a decision versus Dober. So that bothers me. I just don't see Bobby Green finishing Dober. So that gives me all the hope of Bobby Green out the window. And so I'm like, it leaves me wanting to bet fucking Drew Dober, B.
I think Drew Dober would look to get this win here. And because he's more at the cusp of getting back to where he needs to be.
Oh, yeah.
So I think Drew Dober will be able to push. If this goes to the later rounds, I think he could get into that third round. I think Dober will take that third round.
Yeah,
I think Dober will take that third round.
Yeah. So
I'll lean towards Dober on this one. I'll lean towards Dober on this one as well.
I'm gonna have to throw it down 1.5 units on Drew Dober's money line on BetMGM because I just gotta back my dude, man. I just feel like he's the better MMA athlete all around. No disrespect to Bobby Green because he's a badass athlete all around too. Yeah. But I just like Drew Dober's game. Fight IQ, cardio, counter striking, like you said, the kicks from Southpaw. It's gonna make it harder for Bobby Green to get into on his striking, and so. It's going to be a great fight between these guys. I got to back my dude after I was sucking balls. The next fight of the night, B, you get a breakdown first, and you're lucky fucking man again. Alex Caceres takes on Julian Erosa, and you get a take.
This shit got me fucked up. This fight got me fucked up for real. So yes, sir, man. We got Alex Caceres, Julian Erosa, featherweight fight, man. Bruce Leroy, 19-3-0. 34 years old, 5'10" with the 73.5-inch reach. Find out the MMA lab. Shout out to that boy Benson Henderson. Yes, sir. Last fight he had, he lost against Sadiq Youssef by unanimous decision. Sadiq looked pretty good in that fight. And not for nothing, Bruce did look good early on, but he just couldn't get, he got a little bit control. Yusuf did a lot better in the movement and whatnot. He beat Sung Woo Choi, though. He had a nice 5-fight win streak. He beat Sung Woo Choi rear naked choke round 2. He beat Kevin Krew unanimous decision. He beat Austin Springer with a rear naked choke. He beat Chase Hooper unanimous decision. And Steven Peterson, he beat unanimous decision. He did lose to Kron Gracie. But then he had ups and downs, Guy's been in the game for quite a while. He was in here. Shit, he's been in here for quite
He's been fighting. He's been fighting since what? Fucking how the fuck am I glitching on what's the big black dude's name? The fucking Street Fighter, Kimbo Slice. Jesus,
Kimbo Slice, yeah,
loser. He's fighting on the streets of Florida since back in the day, which is super impressive. Can't believe it. I want to say Data 5000 was what I was gonna say, but I was like, no.
Yeah, think about that shit. He was on the Ultimate Fighter back in 2010. So he's been in here. He's another one we seen grow up pretty much. God damn.
100%.
Alex Caceres, though, a dude who's really good with his jiu-jitsu. Motherfucker got long legs. That jiu-jitsu game is for real. He calls himself Bruce Leroy, but that man out here looking like Hoist Gracie with his jiu-jitsu skills at times. Wraps you up pretty well, could take you back, jump guard, pull guard. Pull guard, take back. Really good with his skills, man. When his jiu-jitsu's on. But he has improved with his striking a little bit. He does a little capoeira, a little mixed nonsense. Does a little street dancing and pump jabs so he can get in there, lock you up. He's going up against Juicy J, though. And no, not the rapper. Julian Arosa, 28-9, 33 years old, 6'1" with the 74.5-inch reach, representing Extreme Couture, another Extreme Couture person, currently riding a 3-fight win streak. Last time we seen him, he showed up and he showed out on Hakeem Dawodu. He embarrassed Hakeem Dawodu. That was bad. Won that one by unanimous decision. That was back in September. Steven Peterson, he beat by split decision. And Charles Jourdain, he darts choked in round 3 in that epic fight. Man, he did get knocked out by Sung Woo Choi, though. But then he beat Nate Landwehr by KO. 56 seconds in round 1. Submitted Sean Woodson, round 3. And AJ Bryan and all these other guys. He took one fight outside the company. He beat round 1. But then he had a losing streak, a winning streak. He was hopping everywhere. Point is, Julian Arosa, we don't know what type of fighter you're going to get when he goes out to fight. But he's been keeping that rhythm going. This guy knows how to sneak, use his kicks, land his strikes. When he's putting output, when he's throwing, he does a lot better. He's believing a lot more in his hands again, which is always great. He throws nasty hooks, really tight stuff. Against Dawodu, I liked his work with using the uppercut. He set up a lot of things to land that uppercut of his. And Leroy got to be careful with that because Leroy tends to go a little crazy when he tries to shoot. Leave your chin out there. He's also a little sneaky with his submission skills. That we see the darts choke. His darts choke is really nasty. It's actually his go-to submission, if I remember correctly. This shit is going to be really simple. Either Leroy fights, keep it outside, then go inside, or Ross is going to end up picking them apart from the outside and getting the necessary reads to set up those strikes. He's a little explosive himself where he's going to throw those occasional knees or a head kick. I think he's the more polished striker of the two. He's the better striker of the two, Julian Arosa is. Bruce Leroy is the better grappler of the two. I'm crazy. I feel crazy. I'm gonna probably take a roast on this one.
Well, it's not crazy. The odds makers think he's going to win. -175 favorite and plus 145 for Alex Caceres. I think it's crazy that Alex Caceres is an underdog.
That too.
It's he doesn't have enough for me to throw down on Alex Caceres, even though I'm itching to. If he was a little bit better striker, I might. If he wasn't so wild too, but his defense is so much better than Julian Rosa's his striking defense. That's one thing I do like about him. But man, maybe the odds makers are right. Maybe Julian Rosa really is that good, and maybe I just don't like him too, and maybe it's just one of those guys. I'd like Alex Caceres here, just a veteran OG, has so much experience, has been in there with pretty much everything that I feel like Julian Rosa presents. It's just, does Alex Caceres want to fight still? Is he all there? And I don't know that. So that's why I could see why you'd pick Julian Rosa, because I know Julian Rosa is still like believing himself, still training hard, still biting down the mouthpiece and getting it done. So I'm gonna go Julian Rosa. I'm gonna pick Julian Rosa in my mind, but my heart says Alex Caceres, the OG veteran. I like to back the OG veteran versus the newer guy. But this is a weirder one where I'm like, I don't know if Alex Caceres has enough gas left in the tank for me to warrant my normal rule, B?
Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah. So with that said, the next fight of the night, B, you get a breakdown. Did you do that one first or me? That was me.
You do this one now.
Okay. All right. So the next fight of the night is I get first is Amir Albazi takes on Alessandro Costa. And Alessandro Costa is a Brazilian, but he fights out of Mexico. Number one out of Latin America, or number one out of Mexico, number one out of Brazil for ranked. Dude's really skilled when it comes to striking. He's only 26 years old, 120, a 5'4", 67-inch reach versus a 5'5", 68-inch reach of Amir Albazi, who's 3 years older, fighting from Iraq. He's from Iraq. Is Amir Albazi, the Prince. I'm having a hard time with Amir Albazi. I think he's a little suspect because of his record. He's over, like they're hyping him up like, oh, Amir Albazi this, he's 15-1 that. But dude, you fought Francisco Figueiredo as your last win. Cool, bro. Anyone can pretty much beat him. Zalga Zumagulov, he beat one unanimous decision. Zalgas doesn't have good striking, and he's just there. So I'm not really hyped on that either. Malcolm Gordon, you beat triangle choke. Like these aren't the guys. Like I'm thinking that Alessandro Costa, 12-2. Guy's got to finish. He can finish on the ground. He can finish standing up. Odds makers have Costa right now at a holy shit. I'm crazy. Plus 333, -450 comeback from Albazi. I mean, I knew Albazi was favorited, but fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah, because Costa is late notice.
Yeah,
he's here on late notice.
That's crazy, bro. Oh
he's
man,
late notice.
I did not know that the odds were that bad.
Yep.
I like this kid, and so that's why now I have a problem because I can't pick him because he's late notice.
He's good, but he's late notice against a fully.
I just don't know what he's going to be, what he's coming in prepared as. If I know that Costa's coming in full camp or not full camp, just at least in shape, coming off of a camp, something, I'd pick Costa here to do a dog or pass, but I can't because it's probably not going to happen. Albazi probably take this as a veteran OG with experience, but I'm not betting this. I would never fucking touch this bout. B, who do you think?
This is gonna be This is another shaky ground one. This is another shaky ground one because Costa's last fight was in October. He fought on Lux. Before that, he had a split decision win on the Contender Series, but they didn't give him a contract. He fought on Lux. He won. That was back in October. So he probably could, you know what I mean? Bless you.
Yep.
He's probably in good shape. He was probably there, ready, willing, just waiting to get an opportunity. He's out here. Is there a chance he could get an upset here? Probably. But Albazi was out there training his ass off, man.
Fuck.
And I'm going to say something. You talked about those wins. Albazi's only good win is against Zhalgas Zhumagulov.
That's what I said.
The Malcolm Gordon fight, Malcolm was winning somewhat until he got submitted.
Yeah.
Albazi submitted him off his back. If y'all remember, that happened. The other one.
I think we bet Albazi on that one. We were scared shitless when he was on his back.
Yeah. And then the last fight he had, that was pretty much like a whitewash. That wasn't even like competitive. That was one-sided as hell. So on this one here, man, I'm looking for an entertaining fight. Albazi has a good mix. He's like Arman Sarukian, but he's a little bit more grappling orientated than Arman is. Arman's a lot more strikier, you know what I mean? He's more striker, more dynamic striker than Albazi is, but Albazi's really good with the grappling. So I'm gonna take Albazi. It's just because Costa is coming in at short notice against this guy. And you're not fighting no slouch either. You're fighting Albazi. Albazi's pretty fucking good. He's pretty good. So yeah, I'm gonna take Albazi. It's something to think about though, because it's not like Costa's been fighting. You know, it's not like Costa's on a layoff either. Costa literally just fought like just a short time ago. So you got to take that into consideration as well. So he's gonna be pumped. He's gonna be ready to take this fight. Yeah, this shit is gonna be. I'm taking Albazi as a pick. My bet, I'll decide on that shit when I wake up tomorrow. But I'll take Albazi.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to getting something on against Albazi with a good competitor. Costa almost has it.
Costa
it's just the short notice is scaring me. But I feel like we could have some fucking crazy round one fucking win by Costa. It'd be really exciting, but we'll see. All right, so it's too much for me to bet. It's not enough for me, and so yeah. But with that said, the next fight of the night, you get a breakdown first. It is Arman Sarukian takes on Damir Uzmagulov.
Yes, the cold main event, y'all. So let's go into the man, Damir Ismagulov. 155, and Uzmagulov's on the rise. Let's go. 31 years old. Kwazak, is that what they call him? 5'10", 74-inch reach. Out of Orenburskaya Oblast, Russia. Yes, I said it. Currently riding a 19-fight win streak. Jesus. Out of fighter gym. Yo, the dude is good, man. He fought Guram Kudaladze. He won by split decision. He fought Rafael Alves, won by unanimous decision. Thiago Moises, unanimous. Joel Alvarez, unanimous. Alex Georges, unanimous. And Georges was his debut. He was an M1. He had an M1 title. He had the lightweight title at M1. Really fucking good guy. Really polished striking. He trained with I think it's the Russian team. Yeah, Russian. Is it the Russian national boxing team, if I remember correctly?
Something
he
like
was
that.
With. Yeah.
Let me look at.
He trained with a national team of some sort. Or he was with a national team of some sort. Training boxing.
It was Russia.
Yeah. Really good hands. He could box. But what makes him dangerous is that he could box and he can wrestle. I hate that. Well, I like it. Actually, no. Yeah, I do like it because I never picked against him. But I might today. But he has really good boxing, and he uses his boxing to switch levels really well to get the takedown. He gets control. He works, but he has really good boxing, really good footwork, sets up and moves very well. These are the things, the fundamental. He's fundamentally sound with his boxing, and that's what I like. Problem is he's going up against Arman Tsarukyan. Arman Tsarukyan has been a menace. Ala Kalekets? Yeah, I'm gonna say that. 18-3, 26 years old, 5'7" with a 72.5-inch reach. Representing Armenia out of Khabarovsk MMA. There you go. Primarily a freestyle wrestler. He ended up switching it up and going into Tiger Muay Thai through his career, improving his striking and his shows. That motherfucker could strike. What's even more dangerous is that man knows how to fight in and out the pocket. He could jump in the pocket, light you up, jump right out the pocket. Jump in the pocket, light you up, change levels, get a takedown, beat you up, get a takedown, pop out the pocket. It's a mind fuck when you watch this guy go, because he's not just throwing 2 punches. He's throwing 3, 4, 5 strike combinations. Pretty clean. However, he lost to Mateusz Gamrot by unanimous decision. That was a close fight, but Gamrot's wrestling and scrambling abilities gave him some trouble. He did beat Joel Alvarez, ground and pound round 2. Christos Giagos, he knocked that dude down, put him away. Matt Frivola, he beat by unanimous decision. Davi Ramos, another big motherfucker at 155, he beat by unanimous decision. Olivier Aubin Mercier, who just won the PFL lightweight championship tournament and got his $1 million. He beat him by unanimous decision. But he lost to Islam Makhachev. As I said, dynamic striker, moves really friggin' fast. He's gonna have to boogie on my guy here, man. Ismagulov. He has to boogie. He has to go in there, strike and move, strike and move, strike and move. This is gonna be like a chess match almost between these guys and their striking. Similar to one of those fight scenes in anime, maybe, because Ismagulov's hands are pretty damn fast. We're gonna see if Tsarukyan is gonna be able to defend those takedowns from Ismagulov, though. It's gonna be a good fucking fight. Shit, I might be crazy here. I might take Ismagulov. I may go with Ismagulov here. My pick is gonna be Ismagulov. And I think I'm going to take that based on the way Ismagulov moves to try to cut off opponents. I'm going to take that into big consideration here. It's wacky, I know. It's wacky because Arman is going to have that high level output, but I'm going to take Ismagulov. Yes. Mike, your mic.
It's gonna be a great fight between these guys. Thank you, B. The scrambling and the wrestling and some of the striking that you're gonna see here is gonna be really, really high level. Arman Tsarukyan, he came into the UFC pretty much on who did he fight? Was it Khabib?
Nah, Islam. He fought Islam.
It was Islam. He got thrown to the wolves, and he took that, and everyone kind of had its high ceiling on him because he was able to survive all 5 rounds. The dude's real tough, real good striking. Both these guys really well rounded. The odds makers have Arman Tsarukyan at a -210 favorite. Plus 165 comeback for Demir is a little disrespectful, in my opinion. I'm going to be going dog or pass here, too, because I like Demir. I think he could do it. Like Mr. B said, I think he could also make a more direct route striking, and then have the wrestling to fall back on and end up winning maybe a decision. And a decision might pay you out pretty good here on this one. So I think this might go all 3. And I also think that Demir could end up edging this one. I don't have enough to bet it because I like Arman and he's the veteran OG, so I can't bet that, but I am leaning it. Okay. So But with that said, the next fight of the night is the main event and the reason why we are here. Jared Cannonier takes on Sean motherfucking Strickland. And I cannot wait for this, B. We got Sean Strickland, who fights at Extreme Couture Las Vegas, 25-4. He's 31 years old. He's 6'1" with a 76-inch reach. One fight losing streak, fighting out of Riverside, California, even though he's from Vegas Couture. You're wrong. He last fought Alex Pereira and got absolutely smoked round one left hook, as we called. Then he took on Jack Joker Hermanson. He beat him split decision. Won Uriah, beat Uriah Hall, Jocko, Brendan Allen. Dude's a tough son of a bitch. Really good striker, really good jiu-jitsu. He stands flat-footed, kind of prods forward a little too much, likes to bang a little too much, puts himself in positions that he shouldn't. And that's why he got bombed on by Pereira, in my opinion. He's taking on Jared Cannonier, the killer gorilla, 15-6, 38 years old, 5'11", with a 77.5-inch reach on a one-fight win streak, fighting out of Alaska. Trains out of the MMA lab in Arizona. I believe that's where it's from. So he last took on Israel Adesanya. He lost unanimous decision, beat Derek Brunson round 2 elbows. Kevin Gastelum beat him. Robert Whitaker lost unanimous decision, beat Jack Joker Hermanson. Anderson Silva, David Branch. Really high. I love Jared Cannonier. The dude's all about his energy and his crystals. Purple belt and BJJ. One thing he's not going to have an edge on is in BJJ on the ground. I still think Sean Strickland is a little bit better on the ground, but the power of Jared Cannonier is real. Sean Strickland puts himself in bad positions, and because of that, I'm feeling Jared Cannonier here. I feel like he gets a KO, TKO, ends up smoking Sean Strickland for putting himself in a bad position. Right now, odds makers have -115. Jared Cannonier, -105 comeback for Sean Strickland. Everyone's kind of betting Sean Strickland, but I'm on Jared Cannonier for this one. I think he's going to summon all the energy from the crystals and the gems that he needs to put Sean Strickland on his back, and just tell him that black is back. Jared Cannonier wins by KO, TKO. What do you say, B?
Yeah, I'm taking that route too as well. I'm taking Jared Cannonier.
Let's go.
I'm gonna say this though.
Uh-oh.
Sean Strickland, you will be a total idiot if you try to fight Alex Pereira. If you try to fight Jared Cannonier the same way you fought Alex Pereira.
I think he's that dumb.
If this guy doesn't go in and tries to fight with a stand-up battle with no takedowns, he is going to get his chin obliterated by Jared Cannonier.
Yep.
I know Sean Strickland likes to move and walk up on people, and he doesn't throw KO power, but he likes to kill people on volume. I understand that. I understand his cardio goes pretty hard. I know he has his jiu-jitsu prowess is pretty damn well. I've seen him fight before in welterweight. His jiu-jitsu prowess is pretty solid. His takedown ability is pretty damn good. But if you're going to go and play stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes.
Damn right.
And if you're not going to try to wrestle or clinch up on Jared Cannonier is going to lay you the fuck out. That's it. Simple as that. I don't know. You don't got to break this down in a crazy manner. We've seen what Jared Cannonier could do. He'll defend your takedown. If you're going to go in with shitty takedowns, we've seen it against Jack Hermanson. And if you're trying to really rumble, you're going to get laid the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know, Derek Brunson had a chance, but then Derek Brunson left himself open and got lit the hell up. He went to sleep. That's the same thing that can happen to anybody. So, Sean Strickland, if you're going to fight this man smart. Don't try to be no hero. Don't try to be no Superman, no tough guy. Fight your fight.
Won't you be my Superman?
Word. Or you're going to end up being laid out. Just like Superman when he fought Doomsday. And Jared Cannonier is going to be your Doomsday and lay you the fuck out. So, please. With that said, Jared Cannonier, all the power to you. Use them stones, that positive energy. Put this man in La La Land. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. And so with that said, that's this weekend's UFC Vegas fight night. That's Jared Cannonier takes on Sean Strickland. Should be a really, really fun event. Those are our best leans and our best bets for this week. Mr. B, you want to shoot out your Twitter handle and your OK Live or so people know where to find you?
Yeah, man. Catch me, Mr. B,
Look,
at MISTRB.
Ryan's got Jared too.
86.
Sorry, B.
Yep,
What,
no
say it again?
problem. Mr. B, at Mr. B 1986. You know the deal. Drop a DM, ask a question. I retweet and tweet stuff. My OK Live is Mr. B. I know I got locked out of my last account. So the account with the Norma Dumont picture, I can't get into it. So I made a brand new account on OK Live and got a picture of Laura Sanko in the gym. So catch that picture. It's a very nice picture. So that's my account. Catch me on the weekends when we streaming fights, man. See me there tomorrow for sure.
Well, I appreciate you being here with me, B, as always. And until next time, until next week, let's cash our motherfucking bets and get that green light in the back. Let's fucking roll, boys.